Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about this dumbass comment that I saw from a live stream where people were discussing Kang the Conqueror and how race, gender doesn't really matter, and how you can change characters around, especially that are white, because their race isn't important, which is probably one of the most dumbest comments I've ever heard of. But anyway, the comment that I heard was like, the reason why Kang the Conqueror can be black is because all of the comic book characters back in the past were whitewashed anyway. So therefore, it's okay to change Kang the Conqueror from white to black because all of the comic book characters originally were whitewashed characters anyway. If that's the most what the fuck idiotic comment I've ever heard. I mean, what the hell you mean the comic book characters have been whitewashed? Like, no, they haven't. That is the most dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. When Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created the Marvel Universe, their characters weren't based off of blacks, Latinos, and Asian folks, and then they just all of a sudden said, "Hey, the Fantastic Four, you know, I met a black family that I saw." You know what I'm saying? You know, in the usual Stan Lee thing, and you know, when I saw this black family and I saw them hanging out with each other, I thought to myself, Stan, you got a story. And then I went to my editor, I went to my partner in crime, Jack Kirby, and we took a picture of the black family, and we took the characters, or we took their characters and personality and traits, and then we decided to make them white because we knew that the world wasn't ready for anything else. Like, you hear how dumb that shit sound, right? And of course, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee never did anything like that. But a lot of the characters from the Marvel Universe were created by white men. It is what it is. And a lot of these white men were Jewish or Italian. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, a lot of them came from other countries because World War II happened, or World War I, I think, depending, because I know a lot of the comic book artists and writers, the reason why they brought their experience to Marvel and DC is because a lot of them served in the military as well. So after the war ended, they went and wrote stories or whatever. So it's such a nonsensical thing. Even then, we can also follow up with the whole, well, what about gods of Egypt, where the entire cast mostly was white, and it didn't do well? What are you talking about? Y'all act like this movie did successfully well. Catwoman didn't do successfully well. Y'all act like race swap movies just magically does well. It doesn't. It never has. So again, it's so disingenuous again to sit up here and say, oh, well, because this happened in the past, therefore it's okay to do it in the present. No, it's not. You've seen what happened with Peter Pan and Wendy. People are sick of it. Peter Pan is Indian Asian boy for no damn reason, no red hair at all. Tinkerbell is black for no goddamn reason. There is literally diverse lost boys, and some of them are girls too. So, you know, again, make the shit make sense, because it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense at this point and then of course people be like, well, race, gender, and sexuality doesn't matter. Okay, if it doesn't matter, why did you feel the need to change it though? Because it do matter to those characters. It does matter. It does matter that Kang is a white guy. It does matter that Storm is black. It does matter that Shang-Chi is Asian. These are things that you just can't sit up here and say, no, it doesn't matter. Oh, it matters. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. But the most idiotic comment to hear about is that, oh, the characters, the comic book characters have been, for a long time, have been whitewashed. So therefore, that's why it's okay to change the white characters now, because back in the past, all of those characters were whitewashed. No, they weren't whitewashed. I don't even understand where the hell this damn comic even came from. Like, I mean, out of, like, Marvel is what, 60 something years old at this point. 60 something damn years old. What are you talking about? The characters have been whitewashed. Okay, please, if that's the case, please find me the original version of these so-called white characters. Please find me the black version of the Fantastic Four. Please find me the black version of Steve Rogers. And you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about their names and everything about them were originally not white, but they were changed white when Marvel started. I'll wait. Oh, wait, you can't find it? Because you know why? Because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, my God, how idiotic do you have to be right now? Like, it is so crazy right now to hear people knowing darn well race swapping is kind of bad on both fronts, and there's more cons than there are pros to it, and yet people want to try to come up with some reasoning to keep I don't know, to almost try to keep race swap as a okay thing, or the changing of the characters into something that you know they're not, especially when there are people who have been reading these characters for a long time and know who these characters are. You dilute the brand when you make these kind of changes. People aren't going to buy black version of Kane. They'll buy original version of Kane before they buy black version of Kane. People will buy the original Catwoman before they buy black Catwoman. It is what it is. You can get mad all your hell you want to. It's the damn truth. People will buy original Namor before they buy the Latino Namor. It is what it is. You can get mad all you want to. It's the truth. People will buy the original Black Panther before they buy Shuri ass. It is what it is. But to double down on it and to have people, when you know, because sometimes I feel like people know, but they're just being retarded, refuse to be stupid at this point. Like, it's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. Like, I think that comment to me took the cake for race swap characters, because comic book characters from the beginning were originally whitewashed. What the fuck? Tell me you don't read comic books without telling me you don't read comic books. Tell me you don't know the history of Marvel without telling me you don't know the history of Marvel. I've never heard something so idiotic, so stupid before in my life. And you think this is helping the cause. No, it doesn't help the cause. It's pissing people off right now. People are sick of the race swap, the gender swap, and sexuality swap of characters. It is what it is. You can get mad all you want to. The truth is in the pudding. Stop with the nonsense. That's how I feel. Enough. Like, my God. What the fuck? Well, most of the characters have been whitewashed, so it makes sense why Kane the Conqueror is black now. What? No, the fuck it don't. He's a direct descendant of Reed Richards. We've seen versions of him, and he's been mostly white. He hasn't even been black before, honestly, in the comic books. So I don't even know where the hell you even get some shit like that from anyway. But it is what it is. But I'm sorry, I just had to get on here and talk about that right quick, because my Lord. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.